to my Lotus tribe. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I am Dr. T, your woke professor and the people's professor, and I am coming to you with some new and interesting downloads, updates on perspectives and expansion for the Lotus Room. So before we get into all of that, I want to start with a story that I want to share with you that basically has inspired this new direction that we're going in. So if you look at my hair right now, like, it's different. It's very different from what you would typically see. And I'm really digging this hairstyle. I got my little halo, you know, I got my eye up here, you know, keeping me protected, keeping me grounded in my morality and, you know, my truth and my light. And I'm just digging my gold hair and the contrast on my skin. And so I have been rocking this hairstyle for probably at least a month now, on and off. But the first time that I wore it, I went down to Memphis for my sister's birthday, and I was in a nail shop. And this woman in the nail shop, she was from Texas. She's an older woman, probably old enough to be my mom. We began having a conversation, and in this conversation, we were talking about hairstyles. The whole reason that the conversation began was because I complimented her on her hair. She had the same hair color as me. Now, in that conversation, I began showing her photos of different hairstyles that I've gotten done by Braided by Bonnie. If you haven't seen my different hairstyles, or if you haven't heard of Braided by Bonnie and you are in the Nashville area, go follow her and book your appointments, boo-boo, because she will get you together. She always keep me laid. I'm getting my hair did tomorrow, and I cannot wait. Okay, enough of the plugs. But back to the story. So I'm sitting there and I'm showing her these hairstyles that Bonnie's done for me, and she's like, "Oh, these are nice. These are really nice. These actually look better than what you got in your head right now, and you need to take that out your head, and you need to go back to the braids in those pictures. You need to stick to those braids." And the first time she said it, I kind of just, you know, brushed it off, and I was like, I like my hairstyle and I'm cool with that. And she just insisted like 2 more times. I had to let her know, that is your opinion, ma'am. I'm happy with my hairstyle, and the people who know me, who are in my circle, who are familiar with this kind of style, embrace me for who I am. They like it, they appreciate it, and you're entitled to your opinion, but my hair looks exactly how I want it to look, and I like it. I'm comfortable with it. I feel confident in it. And so when I let her know that, she backed down, and she realized that she was stepping out of, you know, she was out of line, and she kind of backed down and left it alone. I was like, oh, okay. Well, it got me to thinking, because after that experience, I just came across so many other stories where it was a similar situation, where people are trying to impose their expectations and their ideas of how we should be as human beings, as Black women, as beautiful beings, right? We have all these ideas in our head of what the right look is, or what the right lifestyle is, or what the right belief system is, right? And we have come to develop these ideas through the agreements that we make with individuals in our communities, in our families, in our society at large. And a lot of times those agreements are so they go against our nature, our innate nature, completely, and put us in this box that basically discourages us from being who we truly are. And we end up having these internal battles with ourselves, because we're constantly striving to be something that is so counterproductive to who we are, so counterintuitive to who we are, to the point to where it is literally damaging our spirits. It is eroding our spirits. It is causing cancer in the body, causing dis-ease, and all kind of issues that would not be the case if we took the time to examine the agreements that we have made with those around us and in society, and really think about how they influence us and how they affect us, and if they are in alignment with our higher selves and who we truly are and who we truly desire to be, right? And so because of that, and because of how uncertain times are right now, I'm noticing that there are a lot of us who are shifting in a lot of different ways, right? And we need a safe place to be able to do that kind of work and not be judged, right? We need to be able to speak freely about what it is that we think and we believe. And we also need a space to safely be challenged in those ideas and have the opportunity to consider alternative perspectives. So that is where the Lotus Room is going. So we have been doing Mindful Mondays with the yoga series, the 7 chakra yoga series. We have 2 more chakra videos that we will be completing, and so excited to announce that the next time I come online to do those videos, I will be sporting the yoga line I've been talking about. Okay, I'm done. Yes. So when I come back and do the 3rd eye chakra yoga session, I will be rocking my 3rd eye chakra yoga gear that can be purchased at www.maesgarden.com. It's MAES garden.com. So I'm so excited about that. So we will continue with that, but it is time to show the world that there is more to the Lotus Room than the yoga. So the yoga keeps us grounded, gets us focused, helps us to set our intentions and, get us balanced and access our higher self, right? Absolutely. So I had to give you those practical applications for staying grounded and balanced in these uncertain times. But now it's time to get into the nitty-gritty and start doing some real work. All right. So we are now in the 3rd quarter of the year. We are halfway through that quarter, but there is no better time than the present to start a new focus. So from here on out, each quarter we'll have a specific theme. There will be specific texts we will focus on that align with that theme, and we will have some questions that we will get into via conversations, discussions through the multiple days of the week that we have. We have Mindful Monday, Spirit and Soul Sunday, Tarot Tuesday, Warrior Wednesday, Transcend Thursday, Freedom Friday, and Small Business Saturday. So through these texts, we are going to ground our discussions on those days in these texts. And so without further ado, can I get a drum roll, please? So the first theme is finding our way back. All right. If we are going to get into these shifts and this growth and this elevation, we have to go back and remember where we came from. All right. Start from the beginning and work our way on back to the present. All right. So the text that we will be exploring and reading and having a discussion about is called The 5th Agreement. It is by Don Julio. I think the last name is Rodriguez, if I'm not mistaken. I have the book by me. I don't know where it is right now. But yeah, he and his son. It is a Toltec wisdom book, but the wisdom and the spiritual principles that they're talking about in this text can also be found in our ancient Kemetic practices. And so it is still African-centered, connected. It all connects in one way or another. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different, regardless of what religion you practice and what spirituality you serve. At the end of the day, it is all connected in the circle of life. Okay, I'm back. I'm being a little silly right now. I'm energized. I had my break. I was gone, but I'm back and I got some new ideas. All right, so the questions we're going to answer while we are reading and discussing the fifth agreement are, we just got two questions. The number one question is, what agreements have we made with society and the people around us that are counterproductive and counterintuitive to our existence as Black people? Right? So think about the story that I told you in the beginning. Me, as an African American, millennial, awkward, intellectual, spiritual girl, I like for my outfits to be different. I like for them to be a representation of what I believe, and I like them to express my uniqueness and my creativity. However, the woman who approached me and said what she said to me had different agreements she had made with society that allowed her to then attack me, impose her beliefs on me, and if I was not sure of myself and confident of myself, would put me in a space to where I question my entire existence or my identity because someone doesn't really care for how I choose to represent or portray myself, right? So that is what I'm asking you to think about when you are answering this question. What agreements have you made with society that are counterproductive and counterintuitive to your very existence? The second question that we are going to seek to answer is, how do these agreements shape how we handle one another in our own communities as Black people? All right, so that will be our focus. Moderators, if you missed the meeting and you want to be a part of this conversation and you want to offer your perspective, go and download the text. This is for our group members as well. The first 3 chapters of the text has been uploaded for our review, our intellectual discussion. So go ahead, download that, and within the next 2 weeks, we have some exciting ways that we're going to roll out our discussion of these topics with you. And for all of you who are seeing me in this video for the first time, and you are hearing about the Lotus Room for the very first time, please go and join our group on Facebook. Let me be clear. This group is for Black women only. It is a safe space for Black women of the diaspora. It don't matter what country you from, what side of the world you from, baby. If you Black and you got an experience that you want to share in this time when you're shifting, then this is the space for you. We support mental health. We talk about spiritual practices and we share those spiritual practices. We talk about the balance of our divine feminine and masculine energy, and we even have discussions about small business and promote our small businesses in this group. So there's a little bit of everything available to you in this group. We want people who are vocal, who are not afraid to share their opinions, but are capable of doing so in a respectful and loving way. So if you're interested and it sounds like a space that you want to be in, girl, do me a favor. Click the link in the description, sis. Join us on Facebook and get ready for some experiences and some conversations that will blow your mind, because we're going to get into it. I got some moderators and some panelists that will be joining us for these discussions, and they do not bite their tongue, and they have very interesting perspectives to offer to this conversation. So it's about to get real, ladies. It's about to get real, and it's going to be entertaining, but it's going to elevate you at the same time. Thank you. That is all that I have for this evening. Thank you so much for taking the time out to stop by and listen to what I had to say. Thank you for joining the Lotus Room. Thank you for your future purchases on maysgarden.com. Remember, every single purchase that you make on that website goes to support the initiatives of the Carrie Mae Williams Center, which is an African-American nonprofit organization that focuses on ACEs awareness, resilience, education, and increasing the emotional intelligence of our African-American people. 100% of the proceeds from that site goes towards this cause. Last but not least, I cannot leave without saying this today, y'all. Go and donate to our GoFundMe. The Carrie Mae Williams Center is starting a learning academy right here in the city of Nashville, and it is for our youth who need support in this time where they have been taken out of their normal learning environment and, you know, kind of left to their own devices at home. They need support. They need their support for their remote learning. We have essential workers out here who have children who need supervision and they need academic support. And so this Learning Academy is going to provide that safe space to be able to do that under proper social distancing regulations, right? So whatever is on your heart to donate to this cause, go and donate to the GoFundMe page. The link will be in the description box below as well. $1, $2, $5, $100, $1,000, whatever is on your heart. If you have ever experienced childhood trauma and you came up and you realized the trauma that you went through affected you in such a way where you were not able to operate at your best professionally, and you were not able to operate at your best in the relationships that matter most to you, and you find yourself hitting a wall when you're trying to reach the goals and achieve the dreams, manifest the desires of your heart, then you should be donating to this cause, because it is going to help the future generation to be free of those obstacles and those barriers that we all had to experience. All right. So that's all that I have for you this evening. I appreciate you stopping by, listening. I look forward to sharing with my new members, and let's get it with this new journey. I love you. I like you, and I look forward to taking this journey with you. Ashe.